Okay, one of the things I do quite often in ritual spell work, anything really involving magic, is called spontaneous singing. And I was asked how I do it, so I thought I'd make a video about it and explain it a bit more. So let's get into that one. Okay, spontaneous singing. But before that, if you like my content and you are new here, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when videos come out. And, do all the usual stuff like subscribe, comment, share, and there's also the join button if you'd like to support the channel. All right, spontaneous singing. I was originally taught this by Swat several years ago. And it was one of those things that kind of, when I did it, I felt quite awkward when I first did it. I think most people do. I still feel awkward sometimes now, but I think once you've done it for a while, you understand how the energy flows. And you also get into such a deep state of trance that, it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks. So the reason you would do spontaneous singing is to free the energy. It very much does free the energy up and it gets it moving properly. And once you've got the energy moving, you can direct it in certain ways. So while you're doing spontaneous singing, you can visualize something, or you can think of something, somewhere you want to direct the energy to. So very good for spell work. But it's excellent for any kind of magical working, any kind of spiritual working, even if it's just to move the energy around your own body for meditation purposes or for healing purposes, whatever it is. The whole thing gets energy moving and flowing. So you don't need to do spontaneous singing. If in order to get the energy flowing, there's all other forms you can do. You can use yoga, you can use qigong, movement exercises or moving meditations. But the nice thing about spontaneous singing is that you have to get yourself to a certain level of trance, a certain level of it's really just a light trance. But then you start doing the spontaneous singing, and it puts you into a deeper trance. So great for any kind of magical working or spell working for the deep trance state, but also to, as I said, get the energy flowing itself and directing it in a particular direction. So spontaneous singing itself, as I said, you don't need to do it. You can also try spontaneous dance if you are more of a dancer. I'm definitely not a dancer. You don't want to watch me dance. It's not a good thing. So singing for me, and I like sound. I like to use sound in my workings, in my healings and everything else. And if you have watched some of my videos, specifically if you're on the Demonic Wealth Web, you would have seen me do spontaneous singing, and then I turn, it sort of starts off with singing, gets the energy flowing, and then it goes into actual, I don't know if I can call it spontaneous speaking. It's a language that I don't understand. It's just words, sounds that come out of my mouth. But it's not singing per se. It's more of speaking. But originally I start singing and I get the energy flowing. It puts me into a deeper trance, and then this other voice sort of comes out. And if you were on the Healing Hour, or you watched that video, that live stream from 2 weeks back, then I did spontaneous singing there in order to aid distance healing for everybody. So I do use it quite a lot. But now, to do spontaneous singing, one of the best ways to actually start the whole process is to do the Cannibalistic meditation. If you search my channel, you should find the Cannibalistic meditation itself. It's the one where I speak about doing the mother breath and then tuning and toning the body, and then we create an energy ball between our hands, But once you've started that process, because with that actual process, with that particular meditation, what you're doing is you're vibrating energy, universal energy, avir, through your body, and it vibrates all your molecules and vibrates your cells, and that starts the process of energy flow. Then what you do is you then start doing spontaneous singing. When I first learned it, that's the process I took, so it's a good process to take. And those particular meditations are very good for actually bringing you into a nice deep, well, not deep, but a light to medium trance state. But it does bring you into a deep meditative state, relaxed state, because you are vibrating the energy in the actual molecules in the cells of your body and throughout your entire body. So it kind of gets you very, very relaxed. So it is good to relax first. If you try and do spontaneous singing when you're not relaxed, when you're tense, it's just not going to flow. And you need flow. It needs to be spontaneous. Now, when we talk about spontaneous singing, as I just said, it is spontaneous. It's something you just let it come out. You're going to make noises that you didn't know you could even make sometimes. You are going to have sounds or words or phrases or something just come out of your mouth that you didn't expect. It's supposed to be spontaneous. It's not supposed to be planned. It's not supposed to be formed. It's just completely unformed, spontaneous sound that comes out of you. So to start the process can be a bit difficult because we still hold on to planning and forming and fixing and creating consciously. But you need to try and let go of that. So to start with, the best thing to do is just to start making noises. It doesn't matter what noises come out of your mouth, just let them come out. You may find that when you start, your throat's going to close up. It's not going to allow the sounds out, and eventually it will clear and it will come out. But as I say, the thing is to just let it flow. Just let whatever comes out come out. So just make noises, just make any noises. And even if you feel like you are consciously singing a tune, that's fine. Just let it carry on. And you'll go deeper and you'll go deeper and you'll go deeper, and eventually you will let go of that conscious planning, that conscious creation, and it'll just start flowing the way it wants to, the way it needs to. So you can probably see what happens here is that the energy starts to move in your body. And then what you do, you just allow the energy to flow as it needs to flow, not how you think it should flow. So it starts to come out of your mouth as noises, as sounds. But as I say, when you start, it's kind of difficult to actually get there. But after you've been doing it for a while, you tend to have the same tune. It's not exactly the same song or tune every single time, but there's a similarity to it. Now, to begin spontaneous singing in any session, whether you're just starting to do it, just trying it out, or you've been doing it for a while, I find that it's always a good idea to hum first. So as you breathe, you just take a deep breath in, and then as you let the breath out, you just hum. So it's a and find a pitch that's kind of feels right for you. So you can change the pitch. You can go but you'll find a pitch that feels nice for you. Okay. What you can then do is then start bringing that humming into your sinus cavities. And this is where you actually start to learn overtoning. So but you'll be able to hear it through the mic because it's going to be in my head really. But But what you do is when you hum, you kind of feel it in your throat and your chest. Try and bring that up into your face and into your sinus cavities. Let me see. I don't know. As I said, I don't know if you'll hear it on the mic. Let's try it anyway. You'll feel a vibration over here. Then, once you've got that vibration in your sinus cavities, if you open your mouth and you change the shape of your mouth, you're going to get different. You're going to start hearing overtones. So you're going to start hearing these overtones, and you can just do that. It's actually not really nice to overtone for quite a while. That helps with the energy flow. But then, as I say, it's good to start with this humming, and if you can do overtoning, then do the overtoning. Not necessary, but the humming's kind of necessary. It creates a vibration that starts to kind of shake up, vibrate the energy in your body, and then once it starts to shake, it starts to move. And then all you do is just let it go. I'm not going to do it now. If you watch if you go back to, as I said, the healing hour, which I did not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. It's the first healing hour I did in the live stream section. You'll hear it during the meditation that I do, the healing meditation that I do in there. Because in order to do it, I've got to get into a deeper trance. I'm not going to bother doing that now. So yeah, that's spontaneous singing. It's an excellent practice, and it feels good. You feel good afterwards. You know you've been in a deep trance. You can sense it. You can feel it. Because when you come out of a meditation after doing spontaneous singing, it takes a little while to come back. All right. So if you can, and you want to give that a try, it's just a lovely practice, fantastic practice to do. Okay, that's it for this week, I think. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. And if you can make Friday's live Black Hat chat, hope to see you there. We are talking about the Sabbats, Samhain and Beltane this week. And that's at 5 p.m. GMT. On my channel, this channel, it'll be a live stream, so you can join us in the chat and ask your questions and comments and everything else. All right, and otherwise I'll see you next week, Tuesday. The next healing hour, by the way, is on the 8th of May, if I remember correctly. It is on a Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT on this channel in live, so you can join me in the chat there as well. Ask your questions, we'll do a meditation of some kind. This next one, what I want to do is repeat the Healing Waters meditation that I did. I did a video of it, I think it was last year sometime. But I want to repeat that during a live, because it was a great meditation, great guided meditation. All right, so anyway, see you next week. Have a good one. Cheers for now.